The night after Sophia's introduction, while she was sleeping, she noticed something or someone crawling into her bed. Sophia is not a deep sleeper. She immediately stood up and turned on the table lamp, which was on a table beside her bed. Before she could turn to observe what crawled into her bed, she noticed a hand wrapping her waist, so she quickly jumped off the bed. She immediately looked on her bed and was shocked to see her dad. Sophia was confused as to why he would leave his room to come sleep in her room. "Dad, what are you doing here? And why would you hold me in such manner?" Sophia asked whilst panting. "My daughter, I am only doing what the tradition demands. Come to the bed, let's enjoy ourselves." Sophia's dad replied with an ignorant smile on his face. Sophia stood there in confusion as to what he meant by, "Let's enjoy ourselves on the bed." She shrugged and stepped back. "Papa, I don't know what you're saying, but I can't do anything with you. I'm your blood and I'm about to get married. What will Mummy say?" Sophia replied with a sad tone in her voice. Her dad laughed for a while before saying, "I know you're scared, but even your mother is aware. Our tradition demands that a father must first sleep with his daughter after introduction and before marriage." Sophia immediately lost her breath at the hearing of his words. Her head began to bang. "What will I do?" she thought to herself. She was still in her head when she heard her name. "Sophia! Sophia! Come to the bed! We don't have all night, whereas it's just a one-time thing." This time her dad had lost his smile and was serious. She refused to go onto the bed with him. And after so many attempts, he left the room angry. She stood up all night contemplating on what to do and how to go over her father's head. The next day, she went to work and was contemplating on what to do. She was still lost in her head when her phone rang, and she picked up the phone, and alas, it was her fiancé, Frank. "Hey, babe," she greeted grudgingly. "My queen, how are you?" Frank greeted back. "I'm fine. You don't sound fine. Talk to me, my love." Frank noticed Sophia's tone. "It's just work stress, nothing else." Sophia lied. "Okay, Mummy, they should take it easy on you. Ooh, by the way, I called to let you know and tell your dad that we will be coming to pay your bride price on Saturday," Frank said with a happy tone. "Okay, babe, I will make necessary preparations. Bye. I will call you later. I'm working," she said to quickly end the call as streams of tears began running down her cheeks. Few moments after she dropped the call, her best friend Vanessa walked into her office, and she didn't notice so as to clean her tears early. Vanessa asked what was wrong, and she couldn't lie because the weight was heavy on her shoulders, so she told her of how her father wouldn't let her marry unless she gave him her virginity. Vanessa at first doubted, but noticing how serious Sophia was, Vanessa consoled her and encouraged her to go ahead and have sex with her dad so as to have his blessings. Sophia didn't want to, but Vanessa's encouragement made her choose to, since she thought of no other options. And she loved Frank and didn't want to lose him. That evening, immediately she got back from work, she dashed into her bathroom to freshen up to prepare herself for her father later at night. It was already 10 p.m., and yet her dad hadn't come to her room to make an attempt. She was confused as to what might have happened. Her mind was already made up, thanks to Vanessa, that she was finally going to sleep with her father, so she chose to walk to his bedroom to tell him she was ready. It happened to be that her dad was making out with her mom, so immediately she sighted them. She chose to turn, but it was already late. Her dad had already caught sight of her. "Sophia, come back inside. Don't be afraid. We are all adults," her dad called out to her. Sophia was extremely shy and scared because it was her first time, and it was an uncomfortable scene for her. Upon all, she just chose to go back inside. "What brought you to my room, dear?" Sophia's dad asked. It was as if he knew her intent, because ever since she refused to give him her virginity, they hadn't really talked. But this time, he even called her dear. I came to tell you that I was ready to give you my pride and apologize for rejecting you at first, Sophia said, face down, because she was too shy to stare at his nakedness. Why don't you join us over here? Let's have a threesome. Sophia's Mom quickly suggested. Sophia's eyes immediately brightened, and doubts came through her mind if they were really her parents. Even though it was worse than before, Sophia chose to go on, as she kept the thoughts of Frank in her heart and mind. As soon as she accepted her mom's proposal, her mother kissed her on the lips, and they deflowered Sophia together. When they were done, that was when the guilt dawned on Sophia. She shed tears, and even fell ill overnight. For an entire month she wasn't feeling fine and couldn't go to work due to grief over the event. Due to Sophia's illness, her bride price was paid with other items, but the wedding was on hold until she recovered. After she recovered, she went to work, and people at the office, rather than sympathize with her illness, they kept on saying she was glowing and adding weight. She was confused because she expected herself to reduce due to the illness. At some point, her boss, who was a woman over 50 years old, asked her if she was pregnant. Sophia quickly told her no, and in her mind, she wished it not to be true, because she couldn't be pregnant for her dad a week to her wedding.
Hi, beautiful people. Thank you for watching. What do you think will happen next? Is she pregnant for her dad? If yes, what will happen if Frank finds out? What do you think? Drop your comments on the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.